Hey guys, we're in the JL today. We are going to do a short video on 4 mods that you can do to your Jeep for under $100. We also are going to do a separate video on the high tuck, high clearance exhaust system. That was about 110 bucks, but I believe it deserves a video all on its own. So the 4 things we're going to cover today are the 67 Designs rail mount for the front dash. We're going to cover the WeatherTech molded mud flaps, specifically for the Rubicon model, the Rugged Ridge entry guards, and then stubby off-road antenna. So stay tuned and we'll get right to it. All right, guys, the first thing we're going to tackle is a stubby antenna. What you need today is a 10mm wrench, a pair of pliers, and a little towel. And then the antenna that we're going to install today is the Rydonair. So I got the one that's black with the little red carbon fiber insert, just kind of to match the Jeep. It comes packaged pretty well. A nice foam core. It gives you the fitting that goes into the Jeep itself, and then the other part goes into the antenna. So let's get to taking this off. It's pretty simple. Basically, take a 10mm wrench and loosen up the factory antenna. And you obviously can do this with a pair of pliers. The wrench just makes it much easier. And then after a couple spins, it just spins right out. It's got a little bit of Loctite on it. All right, basically we're just gonna screw the thin piece into that, and then this just threads right on in. And just give it a twist, and then this just keeps it from messing up the paint. And that's it. Pretty simple. We have a 67 Designs rail mount for the Jeep JL, and then we're going to go through what's in the package. So you have the mount itself, which fits in that front tray. It's got some 3M adhesive, and then it uses the factory screws. There's extra screws to hold down the other piece, and then it comes with the Allen wrench that you need for the ball mounts. So what we have today is we have the rail, we got 3 ball mounts, and then I have a GoPro holder and a phone holder. Now the phone holder is from Bullet Point Mounting Solutions. They're a great American company, got a good deal on that. All you actually need is to install this is the Allen wrench and a Phillips head screwdriver. All right, first thing we're going to do is pull out the existing tray. And then there are 2 screws. All right, we're gonna take just a basic alcohol prep and clean the surface real fast where the 3M adhesive is gonna go. That just makes sure that anything that's from the factory or that had gotten down in there is gonna be nice and clean. All right, you just take the 3, these can be kind of a pain to get the backing off. I just use the edge of a knife to do it. Just pull that back and just press it down. Take the factory screws, put them back in the slots. Once you get the rail mounted in there and secured, you just take a Allen wrench that's supplied and make sure those 2 things line up, and that slides right in the channel. And you just kind of attach your whatever your attachments are. you know, the range of utilizing things is pretty neat. So it's nice and clean, and I think it's going to work out well. The next thing we're going to do is door guards by Rugged Ridge. They're not very expensive, but they do save the entry guard, where especially when you're getting your feet in and out from scratching the paint up and just creating another area for rust. So let's take a look at what's in here.
Or corrosion, because I think those bottom panels aluminum, because I know there is a lot of aluminum on the JL.
You know, I'm not sure. So these are soft rubber, and they are designed to fit with the JL using 3M adhesive. I like these versus the hard aluminum or the hard plastic, just because I thought that it would do better for the Jeep, and it makes the price right. All right, so we're just going to wipe the surfaces down where the adhesive is going to go. All that's doing is just cleaning any residue off that may keep everything from sticking like it should. You can buy these at any store.
You'll be able to get these off a little easier.
Just put some pressure on it. That should be it. Ones are the same process. Wipe with an alcohol prep, peel the stuff. For those that need to know which side is which, it has a left hand and a right hand side written underneath. There we go. And there's that one. And just like that, just takes a couple minutes.
Good to go.
All right, next on the list is the no drill mud flaps from WeatherTech. They make them specifically for the JL Wrangler Rubicon. It has the cutout for the stock factory rock rails. We are just doing the front. I don't like the way that the rear looks. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the way the front looks, so we're going to put them on, run them for a little bit. We're getting ready to put new tires on it, but I want to show you why. So come over to the truck. Yesterday, all I did was run through a puddle, and you can see just a puddle in a parking lot, and you can see what happened. So we have mud and stuff that comes all the way up the side of the Jeep and onto the rear fender, and the mud flaps I think are going to stop that. So this is a no drill operation. You need a push removal tool. Now you can use one of these, or you know, any one of the plastic ones that are available. I like the OEM tools. They just seem to work good for me, so that's what I have. And you can buy them in a full kit, which I just showed, just so that you can see what there are. You know, and these are just non-marring tools that aren't going to mess with your paint. And Jeeps are full of these push pins, so it's a great tool to have. You'll need 2 Phillips head screwdrivers, a long one if you can get to it, depending on how much clearance you have, or a stubby one. You're going to need a 1/4 inch ratchet with an 11mm socket, an 8mm socket, and a 7mm socket. And that's going to put all of the different screws that you need to put in place to get these in where they need to be. So let's go ahead and I'll just show you. We'll pre-fit it. So like I said, this is contoured to the Jeep before we start taking anything apart. So you can see here, it fits right inside the factory fender. And there's a groove for it, and it fits right at the edge of the rock rail. So like I said, I'm not sure if I like it or not, because it does stick out a little bit past the fender. But we're getting ready to put bigger tires on here, so I think that little extra width is going to be better.
This side, so I can show you what that looks like. Cool.
Always read the instructions. It makes life a lot easier. So it looks like we just pull out the factory plastic rivets, pop them out, put in the supplied U-clips that come in the kit, and basically it goes right on. So it's pretty simple. You just take and put one of the clips out of the first bag with the longer screws, and that goes in the top part of the inner fender right there. And then you take one of the packages of the 48M F581, and that goes, there's a brace on the inner fender skirt.
You peel that back so I can...
You can see that right there.
Yeah.
So once you get them in there and just snug them down, you don't need to tighten them up, because you still want to be able to make sure you can adjust it to get into the upper clips. And don't tighten anything down until it's all... Some people may not like the looks of it, you know, but I'm about the function of it right now. So I don't actually mind it, so we'll see how it goes.